Hi everyone, I'm just about to start my workout for today. This is day 38 of my slap challenge, so including today we have only 3 days left to complete this challenge. We're right there. I am extremely pressed for time these next few days, so we're going to get right into the workout. I will take just a few minutes to show you the exercises so that you know what's coming up, but I am not going to take time to go into a lot of detail about how to do the exercises with the correct form. I'm not going to provide equipment-free substitutions, and I'm not going to explain and demonstrate beginner modifications today because I just don't have the time. But as always, it is incredibly important that you understand how to do the exercises correctly before you begin the workout. So if you have any questions, please just ask. I will always make time to help you out with equipment-free substitutions and beginner modifications. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help, but the video itself is not going to go into a lot of detail. Okay, so let me tell you first of all that I will be incorporating 20 minutes of moderate paced cardio with my jump rope before and after my slap reps. So if you don't want to do the additional cardio, that's fine. Just skip the jump rope sections. If you do want to do the additional cardio but you don't have a jump rope, 10 minutes of any kind of cardio exercise you want to do is fine. So you can hop on the exercise bike or the treadmill or an elliptical, you can go for a jog, you can do up and down the stairs, you can shadow box, you can hit the heavy bag, any type of cardio exercise you want to do for those 2 10-minute segments where I'm jumping rope is fine. I am also going to be incorporating 4 exercises in the middle of the workout that are not squats, lunges, abs, or push-ups. So if you're doing the challenge with me and you want to skip that middle section, that's also fine. Remember that if you're doing the challenge, the only requirement to participate in this challenge is just that you're doing a total of 40 squats, 40 lunges, 40 reps of an ab exercise, and 40 push-ups every day. So any way you want to do those reps, any variations of those exercises you want to do, any way you want to fit them into your workout is totally fine. So if you want to do the middle section with me, that's great. Do the middle section with me. If you just want to do your squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups today, then you're going to skip that middle section. I will also tell you that I'm adding weight to a few of these exercises today. I have 2 sets of dumbbells here. I have a lighter set and a heavier set. My lighter set of dumbbells is 5 pounds a piece. My heavier set is 10 pounds a piece. Those weights work good for me, but you may need to use something lighter or heavier. So that's going to depend on your strength and on your level of fitness, what you have available to you, and how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those factors when choosing your weights and make the decision that is best for you. I will say that for the squat exercise that I'm doing, I think it's really important to choose a set of weights that feels light to you. So if you only have a set of weights that feels light, you can go ahead and use your light set of weights for the whole workout. That's fine when I'm using my heavier set of weights. But if you only have one set of dumbbells and they don't feel light to you, please don't use them for the squats. I just don't think it's a good idea to use heavy weights for those this squat variation that I'm about to show you. Okay, so please be mindful, make the decision that's best for you. If you don't have dumbbells but you still want to do the exercises the way I'm doing with them with the added weight, look for household items that will work. You can hold on to a couple cans of soup or water bottles filled with water or rice, for example. So get creative and use what you've got. If you need to eliminate the added weight, eliminate it. That's fine. So as quickly as I can, let me walk you through the exercises I'm doing today. I'll start with my squats. So for this exercise, I'm holding onto my light set of dumbbells. Again, these are 5 pounds a piece for reference and for reference only. So if 5-pound dumbbells don't feel light to you, you'll need to choose something lighter. Choose a weight that feels light to you, okay? I'm going to start with my weights behind my back like this. And as I sink down into my squat, I'm going to bring the weights to the front and have them meet in front of me. So the weights are going to come up as a counterweight. And I'm gonna tap the weights together in front of me like this. Now I'm gonna press the ground away as I stand, and I'm gonna bring the weights back behind me, returning to my starting position so that the weights are just tapping together behind me, controlling the movement so I'm not banging the weights together, but just bringing them together in the back. And then I'm gonna add 5 little pulses. So pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 rep, okay? 1 more, a little faster. So squat and bring the weights in front, and then pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that is my squat variation. Again, I really just don't have time to go through equipment-free modifications and beginner modifications today. So if you need to see those, please let me know, but also remember that any squat variation, any lunge variation, any ab exercise, and any push-up variation you want to do is fine as long as you're doing 40 reps of each of those exercises today. Then you have met your requirement to participate in the challenge. So if this squat exercise doesn't work for you, just pick another one that does work for you. But remember that I'm here to help, so don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. But that is the squat variation I am doing today. Moving on to lunges. So for my lunges, I'm going to switch to my heavier set of dumbbells. Again, for reference and for reference only, these are 10 pounds a piece. So you can stick with a lighter set for this exercise if you want, that will be completely fine, but I'm going to be switching to my heavier set of dumbbells for this. I'm doing a side lunge with a knee up, and I'm going to add a hammer curl and an overhead press with the dumbbells. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to start standing in a neutral position. My weights are down by my side. I'm going to step one foot out to the side and sink into a lunge position, keeping my hips centered over my standing leg like this. Now on the way up, I'm going to do a hammer curl, bringing the weights up to my shoulder, and at the same time that knee is going to come up in front of me. Now I'm going to rotate the wrists, so my palms are now facing you, and from this position I'm going to press the weights up overhead. Bend the shoulders, bring the weights back down, and then rotate the wrists so that my hands are now facing my palms. And then I'm going to go right into my next lunge. So I'm going to bring the weights back down to my shoulders, sink down into the lunge, and then knee up, hammer curl, rotate the wrists, overhead press. Rotate the wrists again, bring the weight back down, right into the next rep. Lunge, knee up, hammer curl, overhead press. Okay, so that is my lunge variation. I will be doubling my reps of lunges today. So if you are doing the challenge with me, you only need to complete a total of 40 lunges all day. I'm going to be doing a total of 40 lunges on each leg. So if you don't want to double your lunges, you can just cut the amount of reps I'm doing in half. So I'm going to be doing 20 reps on one leg, then I'll switch and do 20 reps on the other leg. So you can do 10 on each leg each time through the circuit if you prefer. But just a heads up, I am going to be doubling my lunges today. So by the end of the workout, I will have completed 40 lunges on each leg, which is a total of 80 lunges all day. Okay, so make the decision that's best for you, but that is my lunge variation. Moving on to abs. We're working obliques today, but this exercise also really is very taxing on my shoulder. It's such a tough exercise. We're doing beach scissors. So I'm sorry, I hate beach scissors, but it's a really great exercise. And I will tell you again that I'm going to be doing 20 reps on each side per round. We're doing 2 rounds of our slap circuit. So that means I'm also doubling my reps of abs. So if you don't want to double your reps of abs, you will do 10 reps on each side per round, okay? But beach scissors look like this. You're going to come down on your mat and you are going to come up into a side plank. You can have your feet stacked like this so that your top leg is in front, and it will make the exercise much easier. I'm going to have my feet stacked like this. So pressing this hand into the mat and coming up into your side plank, lifting those hips as high as you can. Now take this front foot and stack it on top of the other one if you want. This top hand can be wherever you want it. I'll probably have it, you can have it back here. I'll probably just have it on my hip. It really doesn't matter. But from here, you're just gonna lift and lower that top leg with control. So control the movement on the way up and control the movement on the way down. That's 1 rep. So lift and lower the leg. That's 2. Lift and lower. That's 3. 4. It is an incredibly difficult exercise, and it works your obliques for sure, but it's also really taxing on the shoulder of this supporting arm. So again, I'm sorry. And again, if you don't want to double your reps, you can just do 10 reps on each side. If it's too difficult to stack the ankles, you really can have them staggered. When I do the exercise this way, I usually lift the leg and then put it down behind so that I'm going over this bottom leg with each rep. So I'm going up and over. So now my foot's in the back. So That's another option, but those are beach scissors. They're very difficult, so you can make them a lot easier by coming down on your elbow. If you need to see beginner modifications for that, please just ask. Again, this is me racing through my intro, and it's still gonna be like 20 minutes long, but I seriously am so pressed for time these next few days, so I don't have time to go into a lot of detail about the form, and I don't have time to demonstrate beginner modifications, so please, again, if you need to see those, ask, okay? I will always make time for that. So that's squats, lunges, and abs. Next, let me show you my push-up variation. I'm doing Starburst burpees for my push-up variation, and again, it's a really challenging push-up variation, so I'll show you what it looks like, but remember that you can do any push-up variation you want, so if this is too advanced for you, just do any other push-up variation that you can manage, okay? If you need help, ask. But Starburst burpees. So I'm starting with my hands and feet together, standing in a neutral position. I'm going to come down and put my hands on the ground so that my hands are close together, and then I'm going to jump my feet back so that I'm in a plank position with my hands and feet close together. From here, I'm going to do my push-up, and as I do my push-up, I'm going to jump my hands out wide. I'm going to jump my feet out wide as I sink down into the push-up, so it will look like this. Then on the way up, jump the hands and feet back together. Now I'm gonna jump the feet back in, and from this position, I'm going to do basically a jumping jack, but I'm going to jump up while I do the jumping jack, so it will look like this. Okay, so if you put that all together, that's a Starburst burpee. So this is the exercise. Hands come down, jump the feet into plank, plyo, jump up, push up, jump the feet in, and jump up. That's a Starburst burpee. So it's super challenging. We're only doing sets of 5, okay? So keep that in mind, that we're only doing 5 of those at a time because they are so challenging, but if even 5 of those is too challenging for you, any push-up variation you want to do is fine. So that's everything as far as squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups goes. Let me walk you through the format if you just want to do your squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups. So you're going to actually start with push-ups. You're going to start with 5 reps of Starburst burpees. Then you will move on to squats, 20 reps of squats. Then another set of 5 Starburst burpees. So we're sneaking in little sets of 5 push-ups in between all of the other exercises. So then you'll move on to your lunges, 20 reps of lunges. You can either do 20 total reps, which would be 10 reps on each leg, or you can do what I'm doing and double up on your lunges and do 20 reps on each leg. Then you move on to your next set of 5 Starburst burpees. Then you'll move on to abs. So you'll do beach scissors, 20 reps. Again, you can either do 20 total reps, which would be 10 on each side, or you can do what I'm doing, double up on the abs and do 20 reps on each side. That is up to you. Then you will finish round 1 with one final set of 5 Starburst burpees. Then you'll need to go back and repeat the whole thing. So take a little breather because again, you're going to be starting round 2 with another 5 Starburst burpees. So you're going to basically be doing 10 of those in a row, 5 reps to finish round 1, and then 5 reps to start round 2. Okay, but you're just going to go through the whole thing twice, and that can be your workout if all you want to do today is your 40 reps of squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups. I am going to be bookending the whole thing with 2 jump rope sections. So my first jump rope section is going to be 10 minutes. My last jump rope section is going to be 10 minutes. I'm going to be on intervals, 10 seconds of rest, 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. Those are really tough intervals for jump rope, so if you want to include the jump rope sections, but 50-second work intervals are too long, I encourage you to set your timer a bit differently. You can set your timer for 10-second rest intervals and 20-second work intervals times 20 rounds. That'll still be 20 minutes, but it is so much more manageable. You are giving yourself 20 seconds of rest per minute instead of just 10, and the work intervals are much shorter. So that is another possibility. I'm going to be doing 10 seconds rest and 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds, but it's very challenging. So just a heads up if you are planning on including the jump rope sections. So now I told you that I'm including 4 other exercises that are not squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups. Those are going to go right in the middle. So I'm going to start with my 10 minutes of jump rope. Then I'm gonna do round 1 of my slap reps. Then, before I do round 2, I'm going to do these next 4 exercises that I'm about to show you. So starting with glute bridge raises, I'm adding weight. So I have one 10-pound dumbbell here. I'm going to come down on my mat, and I'm just going to place the dumbbell here on my hips and hold it in place so it stays put, so that as I'm pressing my heels into the mat and lifting my hips, I'm also having to lift this additional 10 pounds of weight. So try not to use your hands to kind of support any of the weight. You want to be lifting all of that weight with your hips so that your glutes are having to work to lift the weight. Your hands are there just to steady it so it doesn't like roll off of you. Okay, so I'm going to be doing glute bridge raises, but I'm going to be alternating between heels and toes. So first I'm going to lift my toes off the mat, press my heels into the mat, and lift my hips up as high as I can, really squeezing those glutes at the top, and then controlling the movement. I'm gonna lower the hips back down to the mat. That's rep number 1. With rep number 2, I'm going to lift the heels, pressing my toes into the mat, and raise my hips that way. So again, raising the hips up as high as I can, squeezing the glutes at the top, controlling the movement on the way down. Okay, alternating, heel and toe. All right, so I'm going to be doing 50 reps of each of these exercises in the middle. So 50 reps of glute bridge raises. Then I'm going to do some toe touches, which is more abs, but it's working completely different muscles than the beach scissors, so that's why I decided to include it. So I'm going to hold my one 10-pound dumbbell in both hands like this. I'm going to come back down on the mat. I'm going to lift my legs straight up, keeping my legs more or less straight, okay? I'm going to start with the weight here on my chest, and then I'm going to do a chest press. So I'm going to press the weight straight up, and then from here, I'm going to sit up and bring the weight up to touch my toes like this. Then I'm going to reverse the movement, controlling the movement on the way down, lower the weight back to my chest. My legs are gonna stay like this the whole time, so that's 1 rep. Okay, so chest press, toe touch, bring the weight back down. Chest press, toe touch, bring the weight back down to the chest. All right, so I'm going to be doing 50 reps of that exercise. Next, I'm going to be doing 1-leg deadlifts. So I'm holding on to both of my 10-pound dumbbells. For this exercise, I'm just going to have the dumbbells in front of me like this. My palms are facing the front of my legs as I hold the dumbbells, and I'm just going to do 1-leg deadlifts, alternating legs with each rep. So I'm going to lift 1 foot and then hinging at the hips. Make sure the knee of this standing leg remains soft. Don't lock it out. Keep a bend to that knee. Hinge at the hips and let the weights fall down in front of you. Keeping that back straight, and now pressing the heel of that standing leg into the ground. Reverse the movement and stand. I'm going to alternate legs with each rep. So now I'll set this foot down, lift the other foot and bring it behind me. And now repeat on this side. Lower the weights, hinge at the hips, press that heel into the ground and stand. Okay, so very simple. 1-leg deadlifts, and the last exercise is also very simple. I'm doing bicep curls, but I'm doing them 1 arm at a time, and I'm not curling the weights straight up to the same shoulder. I'm going to be curling each weight to the opposite shoulder. So I'm starting in this position. My palms are facing you. I'm going to curl the weights 1 at a time, but as I curl this weight, instead of bringing it to the shoulder on the same side, I'm going to bring it towards the shoulder on the opposite side. Then return to the starting position, okay? Alternating sides. So now other arm, curl the weight towards the shoulder on the opposite side. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll be doing 50 of those, and that's my middle non-slap section. So after I complete those, I will do my second round of my squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups, and then I'll finish up with another 10 minutes of jump rope, and that's the workout. So if you are ready to go ahead and do this workout with me today, go ahead and grab a couple of sets of dumbbells. If you have more than 1 set of dumbbells, make sure you have a set that feels light to you, and then a heavier set if you want to use a heavier set. An exercise mat or a yoga mat or a towel, something that you can lie down on comfortably for our ab exercises and for our glute bridge raises. Grab your jump rope if you have a jump rope, and if you're jumping rope with me today, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's get started. So again, today I am going to try to finish this workout in under an hour. That is my goal, but please remember, if you are working out along with the video, two things: go at your own pace and don't sacrifice your form for speed. So if you are able to do everything faster than I am without losing anything off of your form, that's great. Do that. You can always skip ahead in the video. If you are slower than I am, that's fine. Don't race through the reps to try to keep up with me if you need to take more time in order to maintain your proper form. Okay, so if you fall behind, you can always pause the video and then start back up again once you've caught up. So please mind your form and go at your own pace. I am going to be starting with 10 minutes of jump rope. So I have my timer set for 10-second rest intervals, 50-second work intervals times 10 rounds. If you're skipping the jump rope section, skip ahead 10 minutes in the video, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Starting with my 10-second rest interval. Always start with your rest interval so that you have a few seconds to get ready and you don't lose anything off of your work interval. And now we're gonna skip for 50 seconds. Rest for 10. And now here we go. Another 50-second work interval. halfway there. Let's keep pushing. first 10 minutes of jump rope done. With that last interval, I like to keep skipping until the beeping stops. Just because I like to finish strong, and I like to feel like I'm making up some of those reps that I missed while I was tripping over my jump rope. That 10 minutes was so incredibly frustrating for me. It was such a clusterfuck, like way too much tripping. So I want to just do one more set of 100, again, just to make up for some of that. Hopefully I can get through a set of 100 without tripping. You don't have to do this, but I need to scratch this itch on my brain because I missed way too many reps out of that 10 minutes from tripping over my jump rope. So I'm just going to count 100 revolutions of the rope. You can join me if you'd like. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. I'm going to start over because the frustration is really kind of overtaking my mindset, and I want to be able to leave it behind me. And I feel like if I can string together a clean set of 100, it'll help a little bit. So I'm going to take another crack at this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Some people have good hair days and bad hair days. I have good jump rope days and bad jump rope days. And apparently this is a bad jump rope day because that was a hot mess, very frustrating. But I got the reps done, I did it, so I have to just put it behind me. And now we're gonna move forward with our slap reps. So I'm resetting my timer as a stopwatch, and I'm going to time this middle section separately from my jump rope sections. I'm just taking a few extra seconds to rest because these first 5 reps, even though it's only 5 reps, these Starburst burpees, that's hard to say, Starburst burpees, it just takes concentration, which is something I'm lacking lately. So focus, Starburst burpees. It's a really tough exercise, very taxing, even though we're only doing 5 reps, so I just want to start from a good place. So now my heart rate is slowed and my breathing is back to normal. So I'm going to go ahead and start. If you need a longer rest break, pause the video, come back when you're ready. I'm going to go ahead and start with 5 Starburst burpees, starting my timer right now. So here we go, 5 reps of Starburst burpees. So now my squat exercise, 20 reps. I'm feeling my shoulders creep up, so do your best to make sure your shoulders are staying down away from your ears. Pinch the shoulder blades together, shoulders back and down. I'm also feeling my weights hit together harder than I want. Make sure you're controlling that movement. So you're not banging the weights together, you're just tapping them. And the movement is entirely under control. So that was my first 10 reps. We have to do 10 more. That's 20. So next is lunges. But first we're going to sneak in another quick set of 5 Starburst burpees. As soon as you're ready. Next is lunges. You can do 10 reps on each leg if you want. I'm going to do 20 reps on each leg. Do your best. I know all these exercises are tough today. When you're ready, here we go. I'm taking just a short little rest break, 15-20 seconds, because a couple of those reps were sloppy. I want to kind of reset so I can focus and hopefully clean up these last 10 reps. 15, 5 more. That's 20. So if you want to stick with your lighter weights on this exercise, that's fine. It will decrease the difficulty a lot. Make the decision that's best for you. Just taking a good 30, 60 seconds rest in between. You have to do another 20 reps on the other leg if you're doubling your reps with me. If not, you can just do 10. Okay. If you need to rest longer, pause the video. Come back when you're ready. We're going to start on the other leg. Resting here for a good 30 seconds at least. If you don't need the rest, you don't have to take it. As soon as you're ready, come back. 10 more reps. All right, that's 20. I know this circuit is super tough, you guys. We're halfway through round 1, okay? We've met half of our squat obligation for the day, half of our lunge obligation for today. And we're halfway through push-ups for this round. So let's go ahead and get started on our next set of 5 Starburst burpees. Do your best. beach scissors, which I hate. Beach scissors have to be in my top 5 least favorite exercises, along with like mountain climbers, dive bombers. They're just so tough. I find them taxing, but also challenging because I find it hard to maintain my balance. But even if I had a day where I was not struggling at all with my balance, they're still just so taxing. I really feel them in the shoulder of this supporting arm. I feel them in my legs, my abs. It's kind of a full body exercise and it's really tough. So just do your best. I'm going to do 20 on each side. You can do 10 on each side if you prefer, okay? So when you're ready, that's 10. You can switch sides if you want, if you're doubling with me. Let's see if we can bust out another 10 without stopping and without falling. Keep those hips high. It's 15. So among the many things that I find so challenging about this exercise is that it's tempting to just kind of flail your leg up, just kind of kick it up and let it drop down. That's not the exercise. The exercise is a slow, controlled movement. So you're not kicking the leg up, you're lifting it up. And it's not dropping down, you're lowering it down, okay? So be mindful of your movement. Control the movement, make sure each rep has integrity and purpose, okay? Do your best. All right, other side. Oh, I hate these so much. All right, here we go. That's 10. That's 15, just 5 more. That's 20. I know those are like such a nightmare, they suck. But that's 20. So now we just have to finish up round 1 with our final set of 5 Starburst burpees. And my glutes. can barely walk. My quads are just so sore after that. All right, so that was round one. We're halfway finished with our slap reps. If you want to skip this middle section, you can just go back to the top, starting again with another 5 Starburst burpees, and then work your way back through the circuit a second time. So 5 burpees, 20 squats, 5 burpees, 20 lunges, either 20 on each leg or 20 total. 5 burpees, 20 more reps of abs, either 20 on each side or 20 total, and then your last 5 Starburst burpees, okay? Just everything we just did a second time through. If you want to do this little middle section with me, we're working glutes, abs, and biceps. All right, so starting with our bridge raises, alternating heels and toes. So hold that weight on the hips, press the heels into the mat, and lift the hips as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes at the top, control the movement on the way down. Now switch to the toes, press the toes into the mat, lift the hips, lower the hips. That's 2, we're going to 50. It's 20. Halfway there, keep pushing. It's 30, 20 more. That's 40, just 10 more. That's 50. Okay. Really feeling these 2 little booty cheeks right now. Oh my God. Good job, 50 of those is tough. As soon as you're ready, let's move on to the next exercise. Doing chest press plus a weighted toe touch, 50 reps. So as soon as you're ready, lift the legs and now press the weight, touch the toes, bring the weight back down to the chest. That's 1. We're going to 50, do your best. I didn't count that first rep where I was kind of reminding you what the exercise was, so that was 20 for me. My abs are so weak. These are just brutal, so I'm gonna need a significant rest break here. Trying to keep it under like 40 seconds or so. Again, I'm not looking at my watch and I can't see my timer, but just going by feel. I know I need at least like 30 seconds. I'm hoping I'm keeping it under a minute. I'm not sure. I'm gonna pick up my count at 20, and from here I think I'm just gonna try to do sets of 10. I have to do 30 more reps, so I think I can hopefully manage to do 3 sets of 10 now that I've had a nice long rest break here, so we'll find out. That was probably closer to a minute, huh? It's all good. Rest break shorter, closer to 30 seconds if I can, but because I'm only recovering from a set of 10, but you guys, my abs are still just like, oh my god, I don't feel like I can do even one right now. My abs are just screaming. All right, I've completed 30. I'm gonna try for another set of 10 without stopping. If I can't make it through all 10 without stopping, I'm not gonna kill myself. I'll just stop and rest, okay? Do your best. So as soon as you're ready, oh my god, one more. That is so painful. Oh my god. All right. I just have 10 more go. But my abs are in agony. I'm in so much pain, so I would love to keep this rest break short, but I just need a few seconds. I think what I'm gonna do is just do 5 and then 5 for this last set of 10, because those first 5 I can get through okay, but then, oh my god, the second 5 is so excruciating. So since this is my final set of 10, I think I'll just do 5 and then take a short rest break, hopefully 20 seconds or so, and then try to push through and finish up my last 5. So picking up my count at 40. These are so brutal. 41. 42, 43, 44, 45. See, like right now, I'm not in too much pain, but it's those last 5 reps that are just like unbearably painful. So I'm just gonna rest for about 20 seconds here. All right, we just have 5 reps left to go. 46, 47, 48, 49, last one, and 50. All right. That evilness is done. Those are awful. Wonderful and awful. That was a great exercise. I've never done that before. Just kind of thought of it this morning, so I have a feeling you'll be seeing that one again because as miserable as it was, that was really a great exercise. And you guys know that my abs are super weak, and I really do. I would like them to be stronger, so I really do need to, after this challenge is over, make sure that I'm still working on strengthening my abs because I feel like those shouldn't be as hard as they were. You'll let me know. Let me know how you found those. If you're like, what is she crying about? Or if you're like, holy shit, she's stronger than she thinks. Or somewhere in between. Because I feel like those shouldn't have been that hard. My abs are just screaming. I feel like my abs are just so weak. All right, we gotta pick up the pace because round 1 took me 18 minutes and 38 seconds. So assuming round 2, I'm gonna be a little bit slower because I'll be fatigued. I wanna make sure I have a solid 20 minutes to finish round 2. Because that way at least the whole workout's going to take me more than an hour, but at least I can keep this part to under an hour. So right now I'm at 33 minutes and 15 seconds. So I should have plenty of time to finish up these last 2 exercises and then get into my second round of slap reps before I hit the 40-minute mark. So I think I can finish this section in under an hour, but then when you add on the jump rope, it's gonna take me closer to 90 minutes. So just do your best. But next is our 1-leg deadlifts. I'm alternating legs and I'm going to do a total of 50 reps. So as soon as you're ready, here we go. More glutes, more balancing, do your best. Fine, that's 2. I just wanted to redo that second rep to make sure I had got a good quality rep. This is my weaker leg, so it's always hard, and it's hard going back and forth balancing on one leg than the other, so do your best, but I'm counting those as my first 2 reps. So now here we go, on our way to 50, 48 more. 25, we're halfway there. That's 30. Whose bright idea was it to do 50 of these? This is redonk. All right. That's 30. I have to do 20 more, so I'm going to try to do 2 sets of 10 unbroken. So taking a good minute or so to rest here. That is, we're already almost at 39 minutes. So I don't even think this section of the workout is going to be complete in under an hour, let alone the whole workout. So 90 minutes would have been a more realistic goal, I suppose. But all right, let's go ahead and finish up these final 20 reps of one leg deadlifts. I'm going to try to do 2 unbroken sets of 10 if I can. Do your best. When you're ready, here we go. Five, 6, 7, 8, 39. And that's 40. Rest about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to tackle my final 10 reps. I'll try to do them unbroken if I can. About another 10 seconds. Okay, it's been about 30 seconds. Let's go for these final 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 45. 5 more. 46. 47. 48. 49. And 50. I just just want to do 2 more since my first 2 reps were so sloppy. All right, there we go. So now I've done 50 clean reps. All right. I know this middle section is super tough. It's ended up taking a lot longer than I wanted to. It's already taken us like 20 minutes. We've only done 3 of these 4 exercises. So last is our bicep curls. Oh. I just need a minute to rest and shake out my hands because that was a long time just holding on to the dumbbells. For the first exercise, I was just resting the dumbbell on my hips. The second exercise, I had it by both ends, but after that, the 50 reps of holding the dumbbells with my deadlifts, I just need to shake out my hands. All right. 50 total reps, alternating sides. Do your best. All right, when you're ready. So rotate the palms so they're facing forward, and then you're gonna curl the weight towards the opposite shoulder 1 at a time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to 50. That's 20. I'm gonna see if I can do another 10 before I have to put the weights down and rest. So that's 30. I have to do 20 more. I'm gonna break it up. Well, hopefully. I'm going to attempt to break it up same way I did with the deadlifts. So deadlifts also I did 30 before I had to stop and rest. And then I did 2 sets of 10 to finish up. So again, with this exercise, I got through my first 30 before putting down my dumbbells to rest. So I'll do the same thing. I'll do another set of 10 unbroken if I can, take a short rest, and then finish up with my last set of 10, hopefully unbroken. All right. Shake it out. Stretch those shoulders for a second. Shake out the hands. As soon as you're ready, let's go for another 10. Pick up the weights. Shoulders back and down. Here we go. That's 10. So now just another short rest. Try to keep it about 15-20 seconds. Ten more. All right, that was 50. So those weren't too bad. But wow, that middle section as a whole took me almost 30 minutes, which is a solid 10 minutes longer than I wanted it to. I was hoping to finish that middle section in 20 minutes, but that didn't happen. It's all good. That was a great little, what am I calling that? A little non-slap, a little palate cleanser, a little break from the squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups. All right, so now I have just over 10 minutes left. If I want to complete even this middle part of the workout, this main part of the workout, everything minus the jump rope sections, and under an hour, so that's absolutely not happening. But I'm gonna do my best. We just have to do one more round of our slap circuit. So if you need a longer rest break so that you can towel off, have something to drink, and just breathe for a couple minutes, let your heart rate come down, you can pause the video, come back when you're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into round 2. So I'm starting again at the top with 5 Starburst burpees. As soon as you're ready, here we go. That's fine. All right. I can't believe how much more we still have to do. This workout is so hard. I don't know whose bright idea it was adding that middle section in, but holy cannoli. That completely wiped me out, that middle section. All right, 20 squats. I think I can do 10 unbroken. I'll try. Do your best. So light weights for this, please. I really don't think heavier weights are a good idea for this exercise. 20 reps. That was my first 10 reps. I have to do another 10. But I don't want to try to do another 10 unbroken because I'm getting really fatigued, my arms and shoulders, and I don't want my form to get sloppy. I could push through and try to do 10 in a row, but I don't think that's wise for me at this point with the level of fatigue I'm feeling. So I'm gonna rest for a few more seconds, give myself about another 15 seconds to rest, and then I'm gonna break up my last 10 reps into sets of 5. Okay, so as soon as you're ready, I'm gonna go for another set of 5 unbroken. So picking up my count at 10. That's 12. 13. 14. 15. So now just about 10-15 seconds. And then I'll finish up with these final 5 reps. Sixteen. 17. 18. 19, last one. That's 20. So squats are all done for the whole day. Before we move on to lunges, we're going to do 5 more Starburst burpees. Oh, my brain is fried, you guys. This is such a long challenge, and this is such a long, busy week for me. This is everything I have mentally to just keep pushing through this. Squats are all done. Next is burpees. It's just 5 reps, so let's get these done. Come on. So next is lunges. Again, I'm switching to my heavier weights for this exercise. But even if you used heavier weights in round 1, you have the option of switching to lighter weights for this round. My arms and shoulders are very fatigued, so my legs and glutes are also fatigued, but this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna do my best. I'm going to stick with my heavier weights, and I'm going to stick with double the reps. So I'm doing 20 reps on each leg. So with my heavier weights, it's gonna be great. So as soon as you're ready, that's 10. All right, if you're not doubling your reps, switch sides. If you are, we have to do another 10 reps on this side before we switch. So as soon as you're ready, here we go. All right, that's 20. In past years of the challenge, I've done this exercise with my lighter dumbbells just because I didn't grab 2 sets of dumbbells. I just have the lighter set out already from my squat, so I just used them for this exercise. But this year, I thought I wanted to push myself a little more. So I'm holding on to the heavier set of dumbbells and doubling my weight because I wanted more of a challenge, and it was just so much more difficult. All right. Switching legs. When you're ready. That's 9. One more, and then I'm going to take a break. Redoing that one. And then I obviously need a break. All right. Those last few reps were pretty wobbly. Just because I'm so fatigued. It's not just the physical fatigue, but mental fatigue as well. It's really hard to stay focused on the movement, and it's really important to stay focused on the movement. So I'm struggling with my balance this time through on this leg. So I'm gonna take a few minutes, slow down my breathing. And try to see if I can really focus on these final 10 reps. Really feel my balance. Feel like this foot is rooted into the ground. So visualize the roots growing from the bottom of your foot into the ground. Keep that standing knee soft and just fight for that balance and do your best, okay? All right, when you're ready, final 10 reps of lunges. It's 11. 12. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19 and 20. Oh, why am I grabbing my mat? I'm trying to skip my burpees. All right. So we're not done with upper body. We have 2 more sets of Starburst burpees, but we are done with the dumbbells. So at least no more added weight. We don't have to lift anything for the rest of the workout. All right. So before we move on to abs, another set of 5 Starburst burpees. As soon as you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I would love to just go seamlessly right into these. But I'm so exhausted. I just need a minute. All right, squats are done. Lunges are done. Push-ups are almost done. We only have to do 5 more push-ups, but first we have to finish up our last 40 reps of abs, if you're doubling your abs with me. If not, you only have to do 20 reps of abs, 10 on each side. I'm gonna do 20 on each side. Oh, wish me luck. I will try to get through these without crying. So that's my first 10. You can switch sides here if you want. If you want to keep going with me, we're going to do another 10 on this side. It's 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Also, if you're stacking your legs with me, you might be surprised to find out how much easier it is to have your feet staggered. as opposed to stacking your ankles one on top of the other. So if this is getting too difficult for you, you can always try the other version I showed you with your feet staggered. It just makes your side plank so much more stable. It's much easier to hold that position. So it's a small detail, but it makes the exercise a lot more taxing doing it this way. You could be completely badass and do this with ankles strapped around or weights strapped around your ankles if you want. I might try that with the feet staggered version, but oh my God, this version is hard enough for me. I don't need to increase the difficulty at all. Just 10 more reps. I'll try to get through them unbroken if I can. Abs are done. No more beach scissors, thank God. All right, so squats are done. Lunges are done. Abs are done. All we have left to do is 5 more push-ups. So, 5 more reps of Starburst burpees. And then we're all finished with our slap reps. Here we go. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Last one. That's 5. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 27 seconds. So that is like 20 minutes longer than I wanted this to take, at least. Today, I don't blame you. I feel like I want to curl up in a ball and cry right now. That was so tough. And we started with that super tough 10 minutes of jump rope before we did all that. And now I'm going to do another super tough 10 minutes of jump rope, 10 seconds rest, 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. It's really hard, so I'm not looking forward to it. But if that is enough for you today and you don't want to do these final 10 minutes of cardio with me, that's fine. You have my blessing. You worked hard today. You worked for over an hour. You got all your squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups done, and then some. So good job. Do your bonus burpee. Then please take about 15-20 minutes at least to stretch, before you hit the showers, and then you can have some lunch, get on with the rest of your day. If you want to keep going with me, you guys, it's going to be tough. It's a tough 10 minutes, but it's only 10 minutes, okay? So any type of cardio exercise you want to do for 10 minutes. If you want to jump rope with me, get your jump rope ready. If you want to be on the intervals I'm on, 10 seconds rest, 50 seconds work, great. Just be patient with yourself because it's going to be hard and you might trip. It might not look pretty, but you're going to get it done. If you want to shorten up your work intervals, 10 seconds rest and 20 seconds of work times 20 rounds is great. You can get your 10 minutes done that way. Do whatever works for you. If you need a longer rest break, so you can towel off and have something to drink and let your heart rate come down a little bit more, pause the video. When you're ready, come back. I'm going to start my final cardio section right now. So again, I am starting with my 10-second rest interval. So we have a few seconds to get in place and we don't lose anything off of our 50-second work interval. I think that was 5. Let's keep pushing. Unless I lost count, I think we just have 3 intervals left to go. So let's keep pushing. I know it's hard. You can hear me struggling. Just do your best. Let's keep pushing. We have like less than 3 minutes left, I think. I'll pick up my timer after this interval just to make sure. Okay. Just 2 intervals left to go. All right, we finally made it. This is it, last interval. All right, so that whole thing with the jump rope sections and everything included took me 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 27 seconds, right? 1:38:27, that's my official score, so it was way off my goal of finishing in under an hour. I think I underestimated how much difficulty it was going to add to my lunges, doubling my weight the way I did. I definitely underestimated how long that middle section was going to take. So I didn't even keep it under 90 minutes, but I don't care because I got out here and I did the reps, and that's all that matters. We're not quite finished yet. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we have just 1 rep left to go. However, if you follow my workouts regularly, you know that before I get to my bonus burpee, I like to do my McFlurry minute. So the McFlurry minute is coming up, but for the last 2 workouts, for this workout and for tomorrow's workout, we're adding on an extra 10 reps of push-ups at the end of the workout. For reasons which date back to year 1 of the challenge. I explained why we're doing this on day 36. So if you're interested, you can check out the video for day 36, and I included the whole explanation. I'm not gonna get into it today. I'm just gonna let you know that for workouts 36, 37, 38, and 39, every year of the challenge, I do an additional 10 reps of push-ups after the workout. So I just do whatever style of push-ups I did in that workout, I do an additional 10. So today we were doing Starburst burpees for our push-up component. So I'm going to do an additional 10 Starburst burpees just as a little added bonus. It is not part of the workout, it is not part of the challenge, it's completely optional. But if you would like to join me, feel free. You don't have to do Starburst burpees, you can do any push-up variation you want, or you can just sit there and watch me do 10 Starburst burpees and cry about it, all right? I mean, me cry about it, not you cry about it. You'll be laughing at me, but. All right, here we go, here I go. 10 Starburst burpees. We got this, here we go. It's 1, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. now, it's time for the McFlurry minute. So I'm going to reset my timer to count down 60 seconds for me. I'm going to complete as many revolutions with my jump rope as I can during my 60-second work interval, and if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a minute to reset my timer. I will be right back. All right, timer is reset. I'm ready to go. Yesterday I had to bench Victoria, but she's back in the game today, and she says she's feeling good. So I think we can do this. We're going for 3 in a row, trying to start a new streak today. So I'm starting with 10 seconds to rest. And now here we go. 60 seconds, no tripping. I think we got this. She can do it. Glad that Victoria and I had a chance to redeem ourselves. Our last McFlurry minute that we attempted together was a debacle. Like, it was just a fiery hot mess. So we were successful today. That's 2 in a row. That starts a new streak, and that means ice cream for lunch. Woot woot. All right. We love a successful McFlurry minute. We love free ice cream. We love Victoria. So now, for reals, we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. When you're ready, final rep of the day, here we go. All right, with that, the workout is now officially complete. I thought this was a phenomenal workout. It was so hard, and it took so much longer than I wanted it to do, but you guys, my watch is telling me that I burned 971 calories, and I know I was pushing myself really hard today. That was so tough. Yeah, it took a lot longer than I wanted to, but oh my God, I thought it was just incredible. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you liked it as well. If you did this workout with me today, you absolutely rock. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Let me know how long it took you. Thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging and hilarious comments. It really does mean the world to me. I appreciate the engagement. So thank you for that. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. Please know that I appreciate all of you so very much. One final reminder, I know I did not take time before the workout today like I normally do to go into a lot of detail about how to do these exercises correctly with the proper form. So if you have any doubts at all about how to do these exercises with the correct form, please just ask. I will make time to help you with that. If anything was unclear, if you have questions about the format, if you need any help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, I am right here to help, so please just ask, okay? Never hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. And you guys, that is a wrap on day 38. 38 is done. Day 38 is all done. We have just 2 days left, which is just incredible. And really it's only one more workout. So we have our workout tomorrow, and then our day 40 reps are exactly the same as what we did on day 1 of the challenge. So remember, with day 1 of the challenge, that was kind of our baseline. So hopefully you timed your reps on day 1, and then on Saturday, we're going to do that exact same thing. You'll time your reps again, and you'll see how much you have improved over the 40 days of the challenge. But before we get to day 40, we have one more workout. So I will see you right back here tomorrow for day 39. That's gonna do it for today, but before I say goodbye, I have to say one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I say goodbye, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, they have a display case at the end of the aisle. So if you are still watching this video, hello, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says they have a display case at the end of the aisle. That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.